Hello family, this is Bishop John Selders and welcome to Reflecting Faith. We're continuing in our conversation, our observance of Kwanzaa. Remember, Kwanzaa is the 7-day cultural holiday for African Americans here in North America, specifically in the United States. Developed by Malani Kwanzaa in the mid-1960s to affirm and to strengthen the family community and to affirm our bonds and our identity with our African and African American culture and identity. At the heart of the meaning and the activities of Kwanzaa are the Nguzo Saba, or the 7 principles to affirm and strengthen these bonds of family in community and engaged in culture. Each day of Kwanzaa is then therefore dedicated to one of the principles and is organized around activities and discussions to emphasize that particular principle. So the first principle that we'll talk about, the first one of these Nguzo Saba, is Umoja, and it means unity. It is this idea, the constant striving in our daily activity, our daily lives, to engage in the process that which builds bonds of affection, love, and regard, attachment to family, to our community, to our neighbors, to the pastor, to our fellow humankind. The scripture in 1 Corinthians, the first chapter, in Paul's letter to the Corinthians, first letter to the Corinthians, Paul urged the Corinthians not to forget to serve and respect and regard one another. Now I'm paraphrasing that, but that's a deeply spiritual and in this context a Christian principle, but I would say a spiritual principle that we are engaged in, and we should strive to seek the welfare of the common good of everybody, right? That's what unity really means, this notion or this idea, not that we are all the same, right? Because even within the context of our human body, we don't all have the same parts. Our head is not our hand, or not our hands, and our hands are not our feet. We are all distinctively different. Our members are all distinctively different. Yet we are striving to be in unison, all right, or in concert with one another, very much like a symphony plays, where there are different instruments, but we're playing the same songs. That's what unity is for me. This striving, this notion, this idea to understand ourselves as in the same band, playing the same music, going in the same direction. Unity. Trying to sound like and be one in a collective kind of one. This notion or idea that the family is the center or central and essential part of our life and our reality together. Umoja, again for me, has this idea of the family, the human family, pulling, striving, working every day to honor the process that we have evoked, that we've prayed for, that some of us have wished for, that we would all be one. Umoja, the principle of Umoja. Well, peace to you. God bless you. We'll see you next time on Reflecting Faith.